Hello everybody, it's I, Luigi Big Mac, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last... sorry, had a bit of a coughing fit there. Last time we got dropped a bombshell, so... Edgeworth got arrested. Was constantly refusing our help. We went on a wild goose chase, accidentally got another witness. What do you call it? And then learn more about the DL6 incident, and we eventually got Edgeworth a break and ask for our help. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'd do anything to get the guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'd really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. Tell me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. Now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya, we could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. Couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Well then. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Or nothing, of course. I should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at this map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. Went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. What? Well, wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Oh, don't you wag your finger at him. Come on now. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! Not even Phoenix is going to argue. That sounds about right, yep. We found Edgeworth. I didn't suspect of him anything. The next morning. Let's press a bit further on this. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Let's see. We might as well press here. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon. A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a final piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Ah! He has the same evil life as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found on the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? So Mr. Edgeworth, order the court. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accept it into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from the pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean by ballistic markings? Shocking to imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Just very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. He couldn't simply pick it up. Order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive. Yes, honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, so I'll take a brief break. I'll call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge, yes, sir. What are you doing? A 10-minute recess? No. But wait, just bring your flipping gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you on the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. that the other man fell from the boat. Can't say why, but I thought at the time that he shot himself. You mean it was suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. Am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Ugh, I know, I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here, come on! No, of course not, I need you here. You can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's a thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately, but you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? My throat's gonna hurt from doing this gruff voice. Lotta Hart, you're a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand! Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. Then I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There was a nary thing on the lake but the boat. Wait a minute. Two bangs. Enough. Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, except as evidence. But well, this is a surprise. Looks like the very moment of the murder. Order, I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miss Miles Edgeworth. Oh, that was a good, not correct. Order, I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination. We have a photograph proof. What question can there possibly be? The photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose, or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examination the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I'll have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction? I think there was, personally. I think I noticed one little thing. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Just very well. I pray for your sake that this isn't a waste of time. Okay, You're... Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use it in my research. While research, all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness' motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object this line of questioning. Objection abstain. Wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Let's see. Let's press this one. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard the noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Heck.
Then there was another bang. Wait a minute. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Predictions, Mr. Wright. Nothing. Not meaningless babble.
Well, Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Well, I might as well do that. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure, as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Press further. Come on, man. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It's almost like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course.
Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's thinking really, really hard. This testimony stinks! What the fuck? Let me think here. Let's try this again. Yeah. Press further. Yeah. Shut up. Shut up, you piece of shit. Huh? Yeah, well, yes.
I know what you want to... I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
Okay. We pressed on that. It's 2 gems on the boat. Let's press on this. Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking about the photo. I was asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems that you're unable to find contradictions in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize you any further output by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you will have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick, Lon's testimony is fishy. Like, real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then press your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edwards, please take the stand. Hold it!
Who was that?
It was me. Maya! Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you're actually looking at the lake. It's unclear you were looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly say Mr. Edgeworth see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts.
Answer me, Lana. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough, Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the room. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again.
Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What?
Miss Waterheart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well.
Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Not Maya.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. I saw it as clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
That's it?
Oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. Actually, how can she see Edgeworth if it's fucking foggy out? Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo that's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. Just so, this picture was taken with a professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart.
What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problemo.
You use binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. Let's see. Wait a minute. She brought binoculars? Let's press her further on this. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you're looking out for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of the meteor shower?
The camera is relevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Obviously, we're going to press further. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well, Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Well, let's press her on that statement. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph the meteors? You know the fall gets sick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Hark.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please.
Let's see. Let's present the camera. You're photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ugh.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what was she photographing? Show evidence? I think I know where Phoenix is going at, and I think that's what most of you guys are thinking about too. It is Misty face photo. Nah, it's it's fucking Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you're trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. What is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy?
Well, her camera, duh.
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera.
Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here's this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you're trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you're camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than a witness is an idiot who thinks the monster exists.
Hey!
Or as she so succinctly said, so what?
Changes nothing. Not true. You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could have it been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you're searching for Gordy from the court?
Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. Now I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. And that's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight to look out at the lake. There wasn't much to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gun shot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Yeah, we're objecting that, Phoenix. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Or comments up to something, I know it. Doesn't want me to cross-examine her because, why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ah, that would be a first.
Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at on a cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. And I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's see.
I'm doing this for an achievement.
An investigative photographer? Yep. Get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. I think you mean UFO. That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of shake bases for a career. Anyways. That's why I came in now. That's fine. There wasn't much else to look at. I should probably... Wait a minute. She made it clear that she was looking out for Gordy. So, it wouldn't make sense for her to watch the boat if she's trying to look out for Gordy. Oops, shit, didn't mean to... But, this is... Considering the music stop, I think we were correct. Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. That's the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? You don't want to step over here and say that. You're camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? If you scanned the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah. Order.
Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well, now that you mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordon might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
So sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought I could be a witness to a murder and all. Just kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
So we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she says she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality it might, but it should let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. But that enlarged photo shows something that's bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Make her... I say we make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
But because it does not exist.
What are you all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show in court in the first place. You old fool.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who's firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept it as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement.
You got the enlargement. And little good it has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination
of Miss Lana Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Fontana, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. Let's be including this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you won't show the court what you mean about this photo is strange.
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. The pistol.
Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand...
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. We show the pistol because it has... Yeah, Edward's right hand, yeah. That's it. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting this pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired that pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
See, okay, let's see. I say... the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order. So you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can't think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound would reveal the distance at which he was shot.
The distance.
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There's no way it could have been suicide. Order. Mr. Fontana, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I've already considered it the possibility. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
No, you haven't, you piece of shit.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned.
And, well, we definitely bought us some time. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No.
I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh, right. What?
Tell her something for me. What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with the things, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. So there's 2 gunshots. And with that, folks, I think that's the end of the episode. Obviously, we're gonna save because the duh. But anyways, if you guys enjoy the content I do, which is Let's Plays and all that, please consider subscribing, as I would really appreciate it and help the channel grow. If you also like the content, please think about leaving a comment and giving the video some likes, so it can get pushed in the algorithm so more people can see it. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we're going to be doing some more investigation. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.